Why do some people leave the controls and automation career field? Well, here's a reason I'll discuss today: the work environments and the travel, and then, of course, the always on mentality. So let's talk about the work environment. So if you work, I can always speak for like data center controls, right? So data center control is a pretty nice environments. Like you may be working in a mechanical room, electrical room, but you can have a chair, have a portable desk or something with you, and you're sitting in a mechanical room all day. Troubleshoot, either you're installing a new program, troubleshooting a program, trying to figure out what's going on. So there's because controls is a mixture of software and hardware. So like you could probably do all your software initial programming remotely, right? Before you put it in the PLC. But once you put it in the PLC, if you're doing this work on behalf of a client or a customer, 9 times out of 10 they're going to want you on site when you download that program to that PLC. So you have to be on site for that kind of stuff. If you do work in food processing plants, I had to do some of that. Woo! Not fun work environments. Sometimes you're coding with your laptop on a ladder, uncomfortably, or you're sitting on the classic box or something while you're trying to troubleshoot something in the field on the floor or something like that. So it's not necessarily the most comfortable work environment all the time compared to other professions. I think that's one of the problems why people leave. The travel. So if you work for a data center, so when they build these things up, usually integration companies get hired to do all the commissioning of the control system. Those people have to travel for months at a time for these data centers as they get built, and they can be in the middle of nowhere places. And I've worked with guys in my last job who I feel like these dudes were never home. I constantly ask them, "When's the last time you've been home, bro?" But it's just a job. And then always on mentality. If something breaks, controls related, you gotta pick up the phone. You're the only one knows how to do it usually, or your team. Only people know how to work on it. And so there's that could burn you after a while if you feel like you're. Now it depends on the company, right? But if you're on the phone all the time because you're like, oh, this broke at 2 a.m. today, so that can burn people out too. So that's the reason why some people leave controls and automation.